Welcome back. This is William Drosky of Business Central with another video. This is just an introduction to a 3-part or 4-part video series I'm gonna be doing about mind control and brainwashing. Especially with this pretty much geared to specific spiritual aspect, and with the religious community, along with the mainstream churches, as well as other spiritual platforms out there with and video sphere on Rumble, YouTube, and other platforms such as Odyssey and BitChute. It's really important to have good discernment in these days, because there's just a whole lot of people focusing on fleecing the sheep there rather than provide sound teachings and sound doctrines. And they pretty much are pretty much going in the error, and they're preaching sort of a false gospel, and they sort of wrap it up in a pretty little bowl there, even though if it's a pile of, but even the Apostle Paul, in his epistles, in his letters there, and even Jesus Christ himself warned in his teachings, if you read the 4 Gospels and the Holy Bible, the Holy Scriptures, that he warned about during the last days, and false apostles and false teachers presenting damnable heresies. This is Drosky. Just remind you to check the money tree if you like these videos I provide. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button there, because it helps the algorithm there. Check out my websites, dumbexpert.com. If you look for ways to earn extra money from home through affiliate marketing and other products and services of credit repair, credit education, as well as the Mayor Plan with discounts on home business, dental, vision, chiropractic care on discounts there. Just remember, hug and kiss the ones you love there, and hit the subscribe button and share this video. Bye. I'll continue on with the brainwashing part 2. In my last video was talking about the voice role and the build-up process of inducing altered states. Now, right about this time is the third continuation is fleecing the flock. Yeah, it's my name's William. Was another video with the Home Business Central. Now with the policing of right about times when the eyes open mass induced alpha state has been achieved, they will usually pass around a collection plate or basket and of course in the background, a 45 beat per minute voice roll from the assistant preacher might exhort, give to God, give to God, give to God. And of course, the audience does give. Of course, God may not get the money first off, but his already wealthy residents will. And the next is binding by fear and suggestion. Next, the fire and brimstone preacher will come out, and he induces fear and increasing attention by talking about the devil going to hell or the forthcoming Armageddon, just to name a few. Of course, in the last speech that he attended, which the preacher talked about the blood that will soon be running out of every faucet in the land. And he was so obsessed with a bloody acts of God, which was everyone been seen hanging above the pulpit there the previous week. And I have no doubt, that everyone saw it, the power of suggestion given to hundreds of people. And hypnosis assures that at least 10 to 25% would see whatever he has suggested they see. And next is the testimony, creating community spirits. Now, in most revivalist gatherings, testifying or witnessing usually follows the fear-based sermon. Now, people from the audience come up on the stage and relate their stories. Or I was crippled and now I can walk. I had arthritis and now it's gone. It is a psychological manipulation that works. After listening to some numerous case histories of miraculous healings, the average guy in an audience with a minor problem is sure he can be healed. The room is changed, or the room is charged with fear, guilt, and intense excitement and expectations. Now, this is how it works. Those who want to be healed are frequently lined up around the edge of the room, or they are told to come down to the front. Of course, the preacher might touch them on the head firmly and scream, "Be healed." Of course, this releases the psychic energy, and for many, catharsis results. Catharsis is purging of repressed emotions. Individuals might cry, fall down, or even go into spasms. And if the catharsis is affected, they stand a chance of being healed. And in catharsis, one of the three main brain phases mentioned earlier in the videos, the brain slate is temporarily wiped clean, and the new suggestion is accepted. Now, for some, the healing may be permanent, For many, it will usually last 4 days to a week, which is instantly how long a hypnotic suggestion given to someone like a subject will usually last. Even if the healing doesn't last, if they don't come back every week, the power of suggestion may continually override the problem, or sometimes, sadly, it can mask a physical problem, which could prove to be very detrimental to the individual in the long run. Now, the gray area of legitimacy is like I'm not saying that legitimate healings do not take place. They do. Maybe the individuals already to let go of the negativity that caused the problem in the first place. Maybe it was the work of God. Yeah, like it can be contended by some that it can be explained with existing knowledge of mind function. Now, a game in which the rules keep changing, the techniques and the staging will vary from church to church. Many use speaking in tongues to generate catharsis in some, while the spectacle creates intense excitement in the observers. The use of hypnotic techniques by religions is sophisticated, and professionals are assuring that they become even more effective. Or it's like a man in Los Angeles is designing, building, and reworking a lot of churches around the country. Of course, he tells ministers that what they need and how to use it. Of course, this man's track record indicates that the congregation and the monetary income will double if the minister follows his instructions. Of course, he admits that about 80% of his efforts are in the sound system and lighting. Powerful sound and proper use of lighting are primary importance in inducing an altered state of consciousness. And however, most instances, participants are aware of how the process and what they can expect as results of their participation. Now, with the 6 conversion techniques, which the cults and human potential organizations are always looking for new converts. To attain them, they must first also create a brain phase, and often need to do it within a short space of time, a weekend, maybe even a day. And the following are the 6 primary techniques used to generate conversion: isolation, intimidation, deprivation, and indoctrination. I'll say it again: isolation, intimidation, deprivation, and indoctrination. Of course, like a meeting or training takes place in an area where participants are cut off from the outside world. This may be any place, a private home, remote or rural setting, or even in a hotel ballroom, where the participants are allowed only limited bathroom usage and human potential trainings. The controllers will give a lengthy talk about the importance of keeping agreements in life. The participants are told that if they don't keep agreements, their life will never work. It's a good idea to keep agreements, but the controllers are subverting a positive human value for selfish purposes. The participants vow to themselves and the trainer that they will keep their agreements, and anyone who does not will be intimidated into agreement or forced to leave. Now, the next step is to agree to complete training, thus assuring a high percentage of conversions for the organization. They would usually have to agree not to take drugs, smoke, and sometimes not to eat, or they are given such a short meal breaks that it creates tension. The real reason for the agreements is to alter the internal chemistry, which generates anxiety, and hopefully it causes at least a slight malfunction of the nervous system, which in turn increases the conversion potential. Of course, like the zealot by zealot techniques. Of course, before the gathering is complete, the agreements will be used to ensure that the new converts go out and find new participants, like new converts. They are intimidated into agreeing to do so before they leave. And since the importance of keeping agreements is so high on their priority lists, the converts will twist the arms of everyone they know, attempting to talk them into attending a free introductory session offered at a future date by the organization. Of course, like a new converts are zealots. In fact, the inside term for merchandising, the largest and the most successful human potential training, is zealot by zealot, which is interesting enough. Of course, like at least 1 million people are graduates, and a good percentage of them have been left with a mental activation button that assures their future loyalty and assistance if the guru figure or organization calls. Now think about the potential political implications of hundreds of thousands of zealots programmed to campaign for their guru. Now be wary of an organization of this type that offers follow-up sessions after the seminar. Follow-up sessions might be weekly meetings or inexpensive seminars given on like a regular basis, in which the organizations will attempt to talk to you or talk you into taking or any regular scheduled events or events used to maintain control. As the early Christian revivalists found, long-term control is dependent upon like a good follow-up system. Now, with this is pretty interesting. The wearing down resistance. All right, now let's look at the second tip-off that indicates like conversion tactics are being used. A schedule is maintained that causes physical and mental fatigue. This is primarily accomplished by long hours in which the participants are given no opportunity for relaxation or reflection. Increasing tension is the third tip-off. Techniques used to increase tension in the room or environment. Like interesting uncertainty about identity. Now just like number 4, uncertainty. Where it's like could be spend like hours relating various techniques, increase tension, and generate uncertainty. Basically, the participants are concerned about being put on the spot or encountered by the trainers. Guilt feelings are played upon. Participants are tempted to verbally relate their innermost secrets to the other participants, or forced to take part in activities that emphasizing removing their masks. One of the most successful human potential seminars forces the participants to stand up on the stage in front of the entire audience while being verbally attacked by the trainers. A public opinion poll conducted a few years ago showed that the number one most fearful situation an individual could encounter is to speak to an audience. It ranked above window washing outside the 85th floor of a office building. So, like, you can just imagine the fear and the tension this generates with the participants. Many faint, but most cope with the stress by mentally going away, and they literally go into an alpha state, which automatically makes them many times as suggestible as they normally are. Another like loop of the downward spiral into conversion is successfully affected. Now it's like I'm going to be doing a third part of this video like a few days later. Like on the second part 2, like the jargon and the lack of sense of humor though, which is most interesting. This is going to be Drotsky. We remind you to shake the money tree. Share the screen water far and wide. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button there. And don't forget to comment there if you're a member of YouTube or any other social medias that I have.